Hi Melanie, this is Carolyn Kirk. I'm the mayor of the city of Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Great, thank you for taking the time to speak with me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk a little bit today about how you're moving the city forward, your vision, all the things you've been doing. It seems like Gloucester's going through a lot of good changes. The new website is out, which I'm practically as excited about as you are.
Yeah.
I think it's really great. And my course is focusing on communications, so just a little bit about that.
Okay.
So-
Well, one of the things I think the city, when I took office, was at a crossroads. We were in a financially unstable situation. Infrastructure was a big challenge. The schools were reeling from a couple years of cuts. The economic climate was uncertain, and certainly a year and a half later, the bottom fell out of the economy, but we didn't know that going in. But I just knew that the city was very vulnerable. And so one of the first things that I did that was different was did a State of the City address. And I said 100 days after I take office, I'm going to go out to the community and show them the state of the city. So I did, my first one was, it was a 100-page PowerPoint presentation. So it was a lot of visuals, graphs, charts. And my goal was to educate the community about what was going on in their city. So it was available on the website, it was taped on our local cable TV, and I went to neighborhoods. So I went to Magnolia, I went to Lanesville, I went to East Gloucester, I had one downtown, and because Gloucester's 26 square miles, and we're a city made up of surrounding villages, and it's really important to have a multi-geographic view of the city. So I really made that effort. So that was one thing that I think was helpful and helped the citizens understand where their city was at. That created the baseline. So all my State of the City addresses since then have been updates to the state of the city and showing progress. And this year I decided I was going to do State of the Infrastructure. So I was going to go, again, repeat the process throughout the neighborhoods and say, okay, this is the status of our water system, of our sewer system, and show them the pictures of what a 100-year-old water pipe looks like. Because when they deal with brown water in their homes, it is strictly a function of the age of the pipes. So, you know, doing that with that focus is a variation on the theme of State of the City, but State of the Infrastructure. So those are some examples.
Right, and so you keep the same format of PowerPoint, visuals, and going and holding, you know, like in community centers? Is that where you hold your meetings?
Yeah, there's a library out in Magnolia that's a great little treasure. There's a community center in Lanesville. I'll do the City Hall one in City Hall. I usually do one in a school. And, you know, mix up the venue. But it's also supported by, we reach out to the newspaper and make sure that there's a reporter there so that if people are accustomed to understanding what's going on in their city through the newspaper, that there's newspaper coverage. We have all the documents available on the city website. If people just like to, you know, read it on their own, they can certainly do that. And have cable tape the presentations and have it broadcast through our local cable station, so that, again, people can watch from the comfort of their homes if they don't want to venture out to a community meeting. Just trying to use every format possible to reach as many people as possible.
Well, and there are so many formats
Yeah.
now. It seems they're increasing exponentially.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I Twittered my graduation speech that I made to the Gloucester High School class of 2010.
I was actually there for that.
Oh, you were?
And we appreciated it.
That was exactly 140 characters.
Wow.
And it's like poetry. You know, poetry makes you have very precise use of language and words, and so does Twitter.
Right,
know?
every word counts.
Exactly, and every character and every you know, punctuation mark counts.
Right. I've recently begun into Twitter actually for this course. I've had to do a Twitter, and it's really different, but really fun.
Yeah.
And enjoying watching updates and.
Yeah.
So does the city have a Twitter? Is that something you're getting into?
Well, that new website that you just mentioned has the social media options available. So I have my own personal Twitter account. I don't have very many followers, though. I'm Mayor Kirk. You know, that's my tweet name. And I don't have a lot of followers. But anyway, so That's my personal account, but the city website also has the capability for people to follow the City of Gloucester. It also has, we're working the kinks out. This website is barely a week old, so there's a few kinks here and there. It also has the Facebook capability for the City of Gloucester, but I also have my own personal Facebook page, and it's a real mix of personal information. I don't go crazy on it. I have pictures of my family up, and I'll say I'm going to the beach, or I try to make myself be a person that's accessible and communicate in an informal way with my friends on Facebook. But I also use it to make announcements. So we had a walk around Gloucester Harbor, and I put it on Facebook, and people showed up for the walk because they saw it on my Facebook status. And so that was kind of neat, to see that people who normally wouldn't participate or didn't know about this particular event in the city, they found out about it through my Facebook update, and then they actually came out and participated in the walk, and it was a city event, you know what I mean? So, and then I do campaign stuff using Facebook. I'll invite people to fundraisers, and so it's kind of for me personally, it gives me a lot of options to communicate to people.
And great for outreach.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll do that to an extent with the city as well, but we have to figure out formally through the City of Gloucester what makes the most sense in terms of Facebook or Twitter.
Does someone in the city, there is a Gloucester, Massachusetts Facebook page, does someone in the city officially run that?
No.
Or is it's
no.
more?
No, that's someone who got that username. And I haven't, at one time it was really negative, my understanding. People contacted my office and said, can you get this page taken down off of Facebook? It's misrepresenting the city, but that's like a Facebook thing, you know what I mean? The city had no jurisdiction.
That's actually an interesting point. With all the new media outlets and the ways that so many people can get online and get so much information out to so many different people, is that hard for the city's image or for you as a political figure?
Well, I think the realm that has the most impact is in the area of blogging. To blog or not to blog is a question that I as a mayor deal with, and I as a political figure deal with. And I have decided that I'm never going to go on blogs as an anonymous person. To hide behind a username as the mayor to comment on stories or make statements just doesn't make any sense. So I don't blog anonymously, and I rarely, once a year I might, under my own name, blog a comment. And I don't read the blogs because it's really bad for my head. The stuff, I'm a public figure, and the stuff that gets written about me, oh my God. People tell me, oh, did you see what the blogs are saying about you? And I'm like, no, I don't read it. I do not read it. And what we've tried to do as a city is to have the same policy that we have in the office in the online world. For example, if we get anonymous letters in the mayor's office, they go in the trash. If we have anonymous phone calls, they're not attended to. You can't make an anonymous comment at a public meeting. If you're at a city council meeting and it's a public hearing, you must state your name and address for the record.